Okay, so this is like going to be the first of several Peddlers malls we're going to go to. So you see me go to Hometown Peddlers Mall a lot, and we're not in Hometown anymore. Here we're in Soupville, so we're going to check out Soupville's Peddlers Mall, which looks pretty uninspiring. We've got the liquor store, and we've got the big lots, and a massive empty parking lot. I'm actually here just a couple minutes before it opens. Of course, we got the vape shop next door. I don't know how many vape shops the world needs. There's picture sleeves here. I got a bunch of Guns N' Roses. They're 8 each. Most logos, which are like 2 each. Bill Haley picture sleeve, not in great shape, but $2 and you never see that. So there's a lot of common stuff in picture sleeves like Def Leppard, Bon Jovi, Kiss that are $8. The other ones are $2. Saw a couple Tina Turners, but they were a little beat up. Motley Crue, that I'm not gonna get, and the like. So we got all kinds of posters here as well. I'm getting several of the $2 singles, none of the $8 singles. Don't steal. So I see a theme here. Grade C. An officer and a gentleman. Mutiny on the Bounty. More Victory at Sea. Oh, My Fair Lady. How'd that get in there? Here's a bin that's going to be terrible. We changed from children's Bible records to Millie Jackson. I was actually not expecting that. Yeah, this turned into the R&B bin. I thought it was going to be the gospel country bin. Denise LaSalle. Denise for condition. Not expecting that at all. Oh, of course. That's a pretty beat copy. We'll leave it. The twist in stereo. Carl Carlton, he's not shy. For some reason there are plastic forks in here. And then in the Peddlers Cruise in 62. Jesse Johnson's review and the time for people wanting to be Prince. Ooh, 1929. Records $1 each. Yeah. Look overpriced at $1. Alright, this one with the DVDs and CDs and books, and crates on the ground, and the 45s. This looks just like a booth that used to be in the Hometown Peddlers Mall, and one I saw in Germantown as well. This one's probably not even worth searching through. So the best thing in this bin was Weird Al Yankovic, Dare to Be Stupid, but it's the cover only. Too bad. So in this booth, we got signs. We got signs. We got Kleenex. We got Rekkids. We got comics. We got signs. So this is the third $5 Linda I've found so far today. I found whipped cream. I found Von Meter. All the usual suspects. I'm considering this 80s Joan arbitrating for $4. I'm not gonna get it, but Deodato First Cuckoo. So amidst the Kenny Loggins and the Dan Fogelberg, we've got Samantha Fox, Naughty Girls Need 3, Love 2, 3 hot mixes. I'm gonna leave it here. So I'm gonna pass on the Joan, so unless I find something I like in the next couple of booths before I hit the cash register, getting this Bill Haley in the comments in this 50s picture sleeve, even though it's stained. I mean, you just don't see that. I already have this, but we'll get a double Los Lobos. The Brothers Johnson in a sleeve. The Hoodoo Gurus in a sleeve. Big Bob Bird's got Chantilly lace on the other side. Men Without Hats in honor of Tommy, along with Samantha Fox that I'm not buying. And this REM jukebox, The Sidewinder Sleeps Tonight. Okay, we're here at Preer and Sons, here in Soupville as well. So we got Naked 45s and records, and a good old-fashioned huge console. These records look pretty much ruined. Alright, we've reached the next step. Lake Cumberland Vendors Mall here in Steve Warnerville. I just turned on Steve Warner Drive onto Steve Drive. So maybe there'll be Steve Warner records here. Not that I really want them. Well, that was quick and pretty unrewarding. There was like beat up classic rock and usual albums. The John Lee Hooker that I briefly showed, because everything was by the cash register, and it was mostly like upright looking at spines, but John Lee Hooker was too beat up to think about. Right, so again, another Peddlers Mall, not in hometown. This one is in Somerset, and in the same strip mall there's twice as nice thrift store as a bonus, so we'll check them out. Okay, so the thrift store was nothing. We're in Peddlers Mall now. So there's usual box bad albums. But the thing that's a little bit interesting, I'm not going to get it, Pathé. Sight and Sound Hi-Fi. Education with Enjoyment. And so, it's these little educational 45s and the like. Vertical stand, stuff like this for $6. Yeah, this is not as good as the last Peddlers Mall so far. Wide variety of license plates. Yeah, this place seems to have all these dead-end records. There's Elton John. It's not terrible. Werewolves of London. Excitable Boy. Apollonia. Okay. Check out that guy's beauty suit. And again, this is like just like the one I saw earlier today in Soupville, and we used to have one like this in hometown. So you got records on the floor, books and DVDs and CDs. And it all looks pretty mediocre.
I got it down here. Just not this one, but the next one here. Do they have other things?
And I can tell this record booth is the same vendor as in the last town. It even has the same vendor number. The Guns N' Roses and Def Leppard picture CDs at 8. It's exactly the same setup. Since the last guy had some good singles, last town had some good singles, maybe this one will too. Okay, we got some picture discs. So that's the Human League. And Cliff Richard. Throw a bin of the albums for you. It's all these bins are pretty similar, very similar to the place from earlier today as well. Basically, it's a lot of mainstream 70s and 80s stuff. All the stuff that's too cool. Looks like it's been skimmed out. And this is apparently the record of the day after the fire by Kenny Loggins. So the weirdest thing I've found here, so this is some sort of Russian group. It's on Melodio. That was like the communist record label. Something from 1987. My reading of Cyrillic is not so good. Muzika group Rubicon. It's apparently Russian hard rock from 1987. I think that's weird enough to buy as a blind buy. I think they have every Deuce Newton album. I've never even seen this one. This one's looking awfully mid-80s. 1983. I thought about it, but I'm going to leave this Dixon House Band. But this Graham Parker from the mid-80s, nice and clean. Look at it. Dynamite Doo-Wops. And now we just pulled a Greg Kinband, Contagious. Maybe we'll just have to go catalog on the Greg Kinband. It's a white label promo, original Berserkly sleeve and all. $3. And here's the Jazz Bums portion of your show. We have Toots Thielemans with Joan Burkeen, Cecil McBee, and Freddie Watts. I'm not sure if this is something worth getting or not. The biggest harmonica fan. Russ Garcia with Maynard Ferguson on Bethlehem. We'll look these up. Alright, we're going to pass on the Russ Garcia. We're going to gamble on the Toots at $2. And at some point somebody wanted a bunch more. It's like a 1979 reissue from 74. So this booth is somebody selling the Walmart Cracker Barrel style reissues. So I will pass. More records, different vendor. This looks like Moldy Oldie Country. Yeah. Is it gonna turn into anything weird? Is it gonna turn into anything weird? So far, the answer appears to be no. Skeeter Davis for Mystery Head. Instant Statler Brothers collection. And the Kindles too. Old school record player. Mad River Local Schools. Says, yeah, it's a calophone. Max Stevens talks about calophones. I'm not gonna buy it, but Max Stevens talks about it. And behind the calophone, we've got, is that Leonard Nimoy on this laser disc here? It sure is. And Caddyshack. And Jack Nicholson, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It's positioned to be Mel Brooks and the like. And there's some $1 albums here as well. Looking overpriced at $1. Ho. More records, and they're in an Uncle Ray's potato chip box. And they're looking pretty hopeless. There's a lot of hopeless records in this place. I mean, I dug out a couple decent ones. But yeah. I'm not doing the most thorough job here. Big old crock pot. Andy Williams, Roger Whittaker, Mitch Ryder, all the classics. Cha-cha. Yeah. Right, so I got there 4 records. So we got the Toots Thielemans Captured Alive, a jazz harmonica. It's only $2. It might be terrible. Greg Kihn Band Contagious. So I guess I'm now a Greg Kihn collector. Graham Parker, Steady Nerves. And then this Russian hard rock hair metal. It'll be interesting to see how this turns out. Could be a disaster.